Lineup's going to be Marcus on the 1, Andrea on the 2, Victor on the 3, Kyle on the 4, Lewis on the 5, George on the 6, Tony on the 7, Craig on the 8, John on the 9, Lewis R on the 10. Got one car still getting fueled up. Field's coming around, get you guys lined up. They look like they are good. We're just waiting on Craig in the 8th spot. There's 4. And we got 1 spot open for Craig. Guys, we're going to go quiet, and I'll call down and quiet, and we're going to go on the tone. Looks like we're ready to go. Driver's ready. Turn marshal's ready. We're going on the tone. 5th scale STC A main event. Craig Kaplan with a move, getting ahead of 3 spots. .30-minute A main event. Marcus Feldman out in front. Andrea Catalani in the 2nd spot. Victor Garcia in 3rd. Kyle Goodwine in 4th. Craig Kaplan in 5th. John Prius all over the back bumper of Tony Vega as they come down the front chicane. Marcus Feldman with a 19.7 first time by. Andrea with a 19.9. Victor Garcia 20.2. All cars starting to separate a little bit. Leader down the back straightaway crosses the stripe with a 19.6. Andrea 19.9. Victor 22. Kyle 20 flat. Craig 20.3. Marcus Feldman out in front with a 19.8 last time by. Comes through the chicane, hits both of those flappers, cutting it real close. Andrea Catalani in the 2nd spot. Victor Garcia trying to close that gap. Then you got to run back to Kyle Goodwine and Craig Kaplan. Tony Vega in 6th. John Prius in 7th. Lewis R in 8th. Luis Diaz in 9th. And George Velasco in 10th. Marcus Feldman out in front, 19.8 last time by. He's coming around the carousel onto the back straightaway. Coming to put George a lap down already. Feldman with a 19.7 last time by. George lets him come by. Here comes Andrea Catalani. Victor Garcia still in 3rd. Kyle Goodwine hanging in that 4th spot. Then you got Craig Kaplan and Tony Vega. Marcus Feldman with a 19.9 last time by with a 2-second advantage on Andrea. 2 seconds behind him is Victor Garcia. And then you got a 1.5 back to Kyle Goodwine. 3 seconds back to Craig Kaplan. And a 2 behind to Tony Vega. Feldman coming up on some lap traffic down the back straightaway. Catalani's trying to close that gap. 2 seconds separating your top 2 cars. Oh, John Prius tagging the inside of that carousel. Still looks all right. Marcus Feldman right behind him now to put him a lap down. Feldman with a 20.3 last time by. Craig Kaplan spins out coming around the carousel. His battle for the 5th spot now right behind him. That is a battle for 5th between Craig Kaplan and Tony Vega. They're coming through the chicane. Tony makes a little mistake through there. Craig opens up a little bit. Marcus Feldman with a 20.1 last time by. Andrea with a 19.9. Trying to close that gap a little bit. .430 down, guys. 25:30 still to go. Feldman with a 19.6. Andrea 19.8. Still got a second and a half separating your top 2 cars. No cars in front of Marcus right now. Five minutes down, guys. 5 minutes down. Marcus Feldman with a 19.6 last time by. Andrea with a 19.8. Got about 2 seconds separating your top 2 cars. Marcus gets it up on 3 wheels coming around that left carousel. Trying to close that gap a little bit. Marcus with a 19.9. Andrea 19.8. Everybody else pretty spread out right now. Victor Garcia hanging on to that 3rd spot, nobody around him. Kyle Goodwine about 2 seconds back in the 4th spot. Then you got Craig Kaplan in 5th in that all-black car. The all-white Alfa Romeo in the 6th spot of Tony Vega. Then you got Luis Diaz in the 7th spot, John Prius in 8th, Luis R in 9th, and George in 10th. Oh, your leader puts it up on 2 wheels coming on the front straightaway. Marcus Feldman with a little mistake there. Andrea closing in a little bit. We've got a car upside down in the far left sweeper. He's able to get out of the way. It's clear. Andrea starting to close the gap on Feldman as they're coming on the back straightaway. Feldman getting up on 2 wheels again. They're coming up on a lot of traffic. Marcus Feldman, that white, blue, and orange car down the front straightaway is your leader. That bright yellow car of Andrea Catalani in the 2nd spot. They're coming up on lap traffic. Andrea all over the back bumper now of Marcus as they come on the back straightaway. Coming up to put your 6th place car of Tony Vega a lap down. Your leader's coming on that left side of the track around the carousel now. Marcus Feldman out in front with Andrea Catalani in the 2nd spot. They're on lap traffic down the back straightaway. Good moves by Marcus. Here comes Andrea around. That is a battle for the top 2 cars heading down the front straight now. Marcus gets a little loose. Andrea closes in. Both cars getting a little twitchy on that far left sweeper. They're heading down the back straightaway. That is 1st and 2nd, nose to tail. Marcus Feldman comes by with a 21.1. Andrea 20 flat. A great battle for the lead right now as they're coming through the front chicane. We got a car under the board over here on the far right side. Caution on the right sweeper, guys. Caution at the start-finish line. And it is clear. Pull it off. Pull it off. Your leaders down the back straightaway. That is Marcus Feldman and Andrea Catalani in 2nd. Oh, Marcus puts it on 2 wheels coming through that sweeper. Andrea all over his back bumper again. Battle for the lead down the front chicane. Andrea all over that back bumper as they're coming around the carousel down the back straightaway. Coming up on Craig Kaplan here shortly. That's your 5th place car. Going to put him a lap down. Marcus pushing out a little bit. Coming around the carousel one more time. Oh, Craig's car gets a little twitchy in front of him. He pulls out of the way, lets them both go by. Mark is starting to pull away from Andrea just a little bit. They're on the far left side of the track into the carousel. We got a car spun out on the back straight. That is clear. Marcus puts it on bicycle. Marcus with a 19.9. Andrea 19.8. Great battle for the lead right now with 10 minutes down, 20 minutes still to go. Victor Garcia still hanging on to that third spot. He's about 10 seconds behind your leaders. Then you got the run back to Kyle Goodwine in the fourth spot. He's about 3 seconds behind Victor. Craig Kaplan running in the fifth spot. Tony Vega in sixth. Luis Diaz in seventh. John Prius in eighth. And Lewis R. in ninth. Marcus Feldman with a 19.6 last time by, starting to pull the gap away from Andrea. Marcus with a 19.5 that time by, now with a 2.5 advantage. Your B main winner of John Prius stuck in the board over there. Looks like he has some damage to the front body there a little bit. Oh, something's out on the car, right on the front straightaway, guys. Looks like an air cover on the front straightaway, some foam on the front straight, guys. Thank you, Markel. Marcus Feldman still out in front. He's got a 2.5 advantage on Andrea Catalani. Victor Garcia 10 seconds behind those guys in third. Kyle Goodwine in the fourth spot. 3 seconds behind Victor. Then you got about 10 seconds back to Craig Kaplan. Leaders coming up on some lap traffic again, coming onto the front straight. Marcus with a 19.9 last time by. Andrea with a 19.5. Fastest lap I've seen Andrea turn all weekend. Feldman with a 19.6, Andrea with a 19.7. Marcus Feldman still out in front, coming around the carousel down the back straightaway, coming up on some lap traffic. He's got a 1 second advantage on Andrea Catalani. Leader by the stripe one more time. Marcus with a 20.2. Andrea 20 flat. Trying to close in. Less than a second separating your top two cars. Victor Garcia about a half a lap back in third. Feldman with a 19.6. Andrea with a 19.9. Victor with a 20.2, Kyle with a 19.8, Craig with a 19.9. That is your top 5 cars. Marcus Feldman, the 19.5 last time by, fast lap of the race. Andrea with a 19.8. Victor with a 19.8. Kyle with a 19.8. Marcus still out in front, 19.7 last time by. Andrea with a 19.6. Still got about a second separating your top two cars. We are at the halfway point, 15 minutes down, 15 minutes to go. Marcus Feldman been putting it on bicycle most of the race, keeping it real close. Coming up on Kyle Goodwine, your fourth place car, putting him a lap down. Feldman by with a 19.7, Andrea with a 19.7. $16 minutes down, 14 to go. 16 down, 14 to go. Your running order is Marcus Feldman out in front. Second and a half behind him is Andrea Catalani. In the third spot, 12 seconds back is Victor Garcia. 6 seconds behind him is Kyle Goodwine. 15 seconds behind him is Craig Kaplan. And then a lap behind him is Tony Vega. Then we got Luis Diaz, Luis R., and John Prius, your top 9 cars on the track. Oh, Craig bangs that wall coming into the chicane. Looks like his car is okay, though. Craig still hanging on to that 5th spot. Marcus Feldman coming around the carousel down to the back straightaway. 19.7 last time by for that white, blue, and orange car. 19.6 that time by. Andrea with a 19.7, 2 seconds back. Andrea in that bright yellow car coming into the front chicane now. Victor Garcia in the 3rd spot. Victor coming off the back straightaway in that bright orange, white, and blue car. Kyle Goodwine still hanging on to that 4th spot. Craig Kaplan in 5th. 12 minutes to go, guys. 12 minutes left. We've got your second place car upside down going onto the back straightaway. Andrea Catalani flipping it over, going onto the back straightaway. Loses all sorts of time now on Marcus. 10 seconds separating your top 2 cars now. Gives Marcus some breathing room now. $19 minutes down, 11 minutes to go. Marcus Feldman still with a 10-second advantage on Andrea. Your leader coming through some lap traffic down the front straightaway. Marcus Feldman, 19.8 last time by. Your second place car is upside down in the chicane. Caution in the chicane. Caution in the chicane. That is clear. That was your second place car. Here comes Victor Garcia now closing the gap. Third place car closing in on second. Marcus Feldman puts Victor Garcia a lap down. He puts third place now a lap down. 20 minutes down, 10 to go. Feldman still out in front, going to looking to put his second place competitor on a lap down. Closest battle on the track right now is for the second spot. That is between Andrea Catalani and Victor Garcia. Marcus Feldman goes by, puts him a lap down. Andrea falling back now. Victor all over his back bumper as they're coming around the carousel. Victor looks on the inside, couldn't quite do it. That's a battle for second and third down the back straightaway between Andrea Catalani and Victor Garcia. That bright yellow car of Andrea out in second. Looks like something's just weird with his car right now. Victor all over his back bumper. They're on the far left side right now. Victor bumps the wall a little bit, loses some ground, gives Andrea a little breathing room. Your leader, Marcus Feldman, now with a one-lap advantage on the entire field. So your battle for the second spot coming out of the chicane into the front straightaway now. Victor Garcia all over that back bumper, looking for a way by Andrea. Andrea puts it on two wheels. Victor bumps him a little bit as he got up, and Victor takes over the second spot. Andrea falling back to third. Here comes Kyle Goodwine now, your fourth place car, right behind Andrea. Andrea sliding back to the third spot, and he's pulling it in. Andrea walking off the stand. He is done. Kyle Goodwine now up into the third spot. Craig Kaplan up into fourth. Eight minutes to go, guys. 8 minutes left. Your leader, Marcus Feldman, with a one-lap advantage on the field. On a casual Sunday drive now. 20 flat last time by for Marcus. Victor Garcia is in the second spot. Mr. FG Supply. And we got Kyle Goodwine 5 seconds behind Victor in the third spot. Tony Vega up into the fourth spot. Luis Diaz up into fifth, excuse me. Craig Kaplan off the track right now. Marcus Feldman out in front, 20.5 last time by. He's got it on cruise mode right now with a one-lap advantage on Victor Garcia. Victor's right behind him, but one lap down. Then you got 5 seconds back to Kyle Goodwine in the third spot. Tony Vega 1 lap down in the fourth spot. Then you got Luis Diaz about 10 seconds behind him in fifth. Your leader having a problem on the front straightaway. Marcus Feldman flaming out on the front straightaway. Car went dead. Something happened to Feldman's car on the front straightaway. We've got 6 minutes to go. Victor Garcia gets his lap back. And Victor Garcia now taking over the lead down the front straightaway. Feldman walking off the driver's stand. Not sure what happened. Victor Garcia out in front. Kyle Goodwine now up into the second spot. Marcus Feldman still being shown in third. Tony Vega 2 laps down in fourth. Tough break for Feldman with a 1 lap advantage on the field. Car just went dead coming onto the short chute. Five minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Victor Garcia down the back straightaway, that orange, white, and blue car. About 5 seconds behind him is Kyle Goodwine, your second place car. Tony Vega now up into the third spot. Kyle Goodwine with a 19.7 last time by, trying to close that gap on Victor. It's less than 5 seconds right now. Victor getting a little loose on that far left sweeper. Kyle Goodwine trying to reel him in with 4 minutes to go. Victor comes by with a 20.5. Kyle comes by with a 19.8. 4 seconds separating your top 2 cars. Less than 4 minutes to go. Victor Garcia down the back straightaway. Comes across the stripe with a 19.7. That's his fastest lap of the race. Kyle Goodwine with a 19.9. Still got 4 seconds separating your top 2 cars. Then you got 3 laps back to Tony Vega. 15 seconds behind him is Luis Diaz. And then you got Luis R. in the 5th spot after that, and John Prius in 6th. Three minutes to go. 3 minutes left for Victor Garcia. Down the back straightaway he goes. Crossed the stripe with a 19.9. Kyle Goodwine, that red and white car, in second with a 19.9 as well. 4 seconds separating your top 2 cars. Victor Garcia down the front straightaway on that left sweeper. Here comes Kyle Goodwine. Victor with a 19.9 last time by. Kyle with a 19.6, closing that gap a little bit. John Prius taking that chicane, getting up on the top. Gets off cleanly, no problems. Victor Garcia out in front. We've got 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes left. Victor with a 20 flat last time by. Kyle with a 19.8. Both coming in some lap traffic now. Kyle trying to reel him in with 1:45 to go. Victor crossed the stripe with a 20.2. Kyle comes by with a 20 flat. Getting a little closer, but they're running out of time with 1:30 to go. Tony Vega still hanging on to that third spot. He's a lap down to these guys again. 3 laps down in third. Victor Garcia running out of fuel. Kyle Goodwine takes over the lead. Victor tried to limp it around, but 1 minute to go. Kyle Goodwine now taking over the lead spot. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine has inherited this lead. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine has inherited this lead. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine has inherited this lead. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Goodwine now with a 3-lap advantage on anybody. Kyle Good 30 seconds to go. Not enough time for anybody to catch Kyle Goodwine for this win. Another car dead. That is Lewis R. 15 seconds to go, guys. This should be everybody's last lap here. Oh, yeah. Tony Vega goes by to take over the second spot just now. That is time, drivers. Finish lap, you're on. Lewis, you're done. John, you're done. Kyle is done. Tony Vega, you're done. Congratulations to these guys. Kyle Goodwine with the win. Tony Vegas takes the second spot on the last lap. And Victor Garcia still ends up in third. DNF. Good run, guys.
The race is completed.